So it's Thursday today, and this is our last clock video for telling time for this week. So we've been talking all about clocks. So today we're going to talk about AM and PM. Okay, so back in one of my first videos this week, I told you how on a clock the hours go up to 12. But really, we do this twice. So there's 24 hours in a day. 12 plus 12 equals 24. Okay, so we have two 12 o'clocks, two at 11 o'clocks, two 9 o'clocks. One is in the morning, one is at night. And to figure out which one is which, we use the labels AM and PM. Okay, so just a couple things. Where did AM and PM come from? So here's just, if you peek there, that's AM, that's PM. Really, they came from these Latin words. No one really knows the Latin words. The AM is ante-meridian, and the PM is post-meridian. Don't worry about those words, okay? That's not important for today's lesson. Just know those are some Latin words, and that's really where it comes from. What I like to teach my second graders is a little simple, more simple way to think of it. AM is all morning, okay? So morning things, AM. PM, past the morning, all right? So don't worry about those big fancy Latin words. Go with AM, all morning, PM, past the morning. Okay, so the day actually begins. Right now it is Thursday, and Thursday started at 12 o'clock a.m., okay? So that was the middle of the night. Hopefully you were in bed sleeping when the day turned to Thursday. Okay, we went from 11:59 on Wednesday to 12 o'clock. We call that midnight, okay, in the middle of the night. And that's where today began. Thursday began on that at that time. Okay, so don't worry about all of this. I want you just looking at the numbers right now. So it started at midnight. That was AM. Then we had a 1 o'clock AM, 2 AM, 3 AM, 4 AM, all the way down to an 11 AM. Once you get to that 11 AM, we go to 11:01, 11:02, 11, so forth, and keep going, 11:57, 11:58, 11:59. Then it's 12 o'clock. It's not a new day, though, because now we're on our second time of doing all the numbers. Okay, it's actually noon. Okay, we're at school. If we were at school, we might be eating lunch at noon. And we do the numbers all over again. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, all the way down to 11 o'clock. And again, I didn't write all the little numbers, but we'd have 11:01, 11:02, 11:03. You'd get to 11:40s and into the 50s, 11:56, 11:57, 11:58, 11:59. Then we're back to the next day, 12 o'clock again. Now it is Friday. It's the new day. And we keep repeating. Okay. So what I want to do now is talk about what are we doing at each of these times. So at 12 a.m., that's midnight, you are sleeping. And you're actually continue sleeping, right? You've already been sleeping for a few hours. And usually you continue sleeping. I don't know your exact schedule, but even at 2 a.m., you're sleeping. 4 a.m., you're sleeping. 5 a.m., you're sleeping. 6 a.m., most of you are probably sleeping, especially now. But on a school day, you might be getting up around 6 a.m. So somewhere between 6 and 7 a.m. is when you're waking up. Okay? 8 o'clock a.m. might be when you're getting on the bus, and kind of talking about if it was a school day. I know we haven't been in school, but we can remember back to our school days. Okay. 9 a.m. would be when we're doing morning meeting in class. 10 a.m. is kind of like around our close read time. 11 a.m. is our block 1 time, right before lunch. Okay, and I'm going to switch it over. Now it's PM, it's 12 o'clock, noon, and now it's lunch. Okay, we do our lunch, we do our recess during that 12 o'clock hour. 1 o'clock, most days we do math. 1 o'clock PM is when we do our math. 2 o'clock PM is on Thursday, I know we go to art. Okay, 3 o'clock PM is when we're packing up at school. 4 o'clock PM, now you're home. This is like when you first got home off the bus. Now 5 or 6 o'clock PM, that's dinner time. 7 o'clock, maybe you're doing your reading log, I don't know, stuff, whatever you do to have dinner at home. 8 o'clock, I know my house, we're maybe getting ready for bed, doing our bedtime routines. Okay, 9 o'clock, most of you are probably heading to bed and you're sleeping. So again, you're sleeping 9, 10, 11 o'clock. you're sleeping, and then you're still sleeping when the next day starts with midnight again. It's the middle of the night, you're sleeping. Then 1 o'clock comes, 2 o'clock, and it repeats. Okay, so let me show this and show the side again. I think what I'm gonna do, I will take a picture of this and I will add it to the lesson on Thursday in Google Classroom. That way you can peek at it if it helps you. Okay, I'll do that. All right, so let's just ask a couple questions. So this is similar to what it's gonna be like on your math Google Classroom lesson for today. It's gonna say, okay, you're riding a bike. It's gonna show you a clock. Let's say the clock shows 2 o'clock. Would it be AM or PM? So let's look at this. Would you be riding a bike? It only makes sense one of them. One of them's kind of dangerous because it's dark out. So you don't want to do it at one of them. At 2 o'clock AM, look what you're doing. You're sleeping. 2 o'clock PM, well, that's when we're at art, but let's say it's a Saturday. I think the PM would make more sense, okay? You wouldn't want to do it in the middle of the night. You'd probably get in big trouble and it'd be very dangerous to be riding your bike in the middle of the night. So 2 PM is the only one that makes sense. All right, how about the sunrise? Let's say the sun rises at 6 o'clock. Do you think that's AM or PM? All right, let's go to the 6 o'clocks. 6 o'clock, I'm on the PM side. It says dinner. So with 6 PM, remember past morning, would that be when the sun rises? That means the sun's waking up. Or 6 AM, wait, that's when you're waking up. Do you wake up around sunrise? I think we know our answer. Yes, the sun rises in the AM. Remember, all morning. All right. How about after school you're watching TV? Would that be an all morning or a past morning? Watching TV. Let's see. Let's go look at our 4 o'clock. Oh, should be sleeping. Parents might get mad at you if you have the TV on then. 4 o'clock in the PM. You're home. You've packed up from school. Yep, you got home. Maybe you're watching TV after school. 4 PM makes sense. All right. What time, if Walmart opens at 8 o'clock, do you think it would open at AM or PM? Okay, I'm going to kind of show you what an 8 o'clock AM looks like. You can read what you're doing at 8 o'clock AM. Probably getting on the bus, or getting in your car to go to school. And 8 o'clock PM, bedtime. So when would Walmart open? Does it make sense to open at your bedtime or like when you're getting onto the bus for school? AM, when you're getting on the bus all morning. Would open in the morning. Okay. Let's do 2 more. How about school breakfast? We have school breakfast usually around 9 o'clock in the morning. What time would that be AM or PM? Okay, what do we do at, there's 9 o'clock, there you go. That's 9 AM, morning meeting. 9 PM, hopefully sleeping or getting ready to sleep. So when will we eat breakfast? In the AM, all morning, AM. All right, and the last one is going to the movies, to watch a movie at the movie theater. What do you think? Would you do that let's say it was at 5 o'clock, would it be 5 AM or 5 PM? Think about what you would be doing at 5 AM. Now, what would you be doing at 5 PM? Which one makes sense? Hopefully you're saying PM would make more sense. Okay. So hopefully this summarized a little bit about what AM and what PM mean. Remember, the real words are Latin words, ante-meridium and then post-meridian. But really, just remember, all morning, past morning. And use this. I'm going to put this up in Google Classroom so you can peek at it. All right, good luck. That's the end of talking about clocks. We start subtraction for the last 3 weeks of the year. We need to make sure we're doing subtraction before we can be third graders. So that's something we have to have mastered and down. So we're going to do that for the end of the school year. All right. Bye.